Imagine a man pulling you to the side and saying, hey, baby, I think you need to respect yourself more. A man!
Huh?
I said, you looking for someone to lick you?
To lick me? No.
If that's a wild offer, I'm sorry.
Wait. I'm lost. You said it one more time?
I said, are you looking for someone to lick you? I did say lick you.
Lit.
Lit.
Like with your mouth. Oh.
Lit.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaya and welcome back to another episode of Amaya's Unsolicited Opinions. Now, y'all that have been watching me for a minute before we get into the video, as you can see, I've moved into my own apartment. Yes, very much so. This is my couch. This is my sofa. These are my pillows. This is my home. So make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Anywho, I also wanted to add before I get into today's video, this video is also sponsored. It's going to be sponsored by the streetwear brand Alfred Eden. If you're looking for back to school fits, use code Amaya25. Like it? Because I have a code. Use code Amaya25 and get that 25% off to get you a back to school discount for your back to school fits. Now, let's get in today's video. Y'all, you don't understand, like, sitting down and recording, I just feel so much right now. Like, I haven't been able to record. I've been unpacking and I just feel so giggly and excited, especially because today's video is messy. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the problem with groupie culture and how we've gotten out of hand, all the way out of hand. And what inspired me to make today's video was recently Duke Dennis doing his own stream, and on this stream a girlie was talking to him and flirting with him, and she started off the convo by saying, let me suck your...
You want some head?
Huh?
You want some head?
You want some head?
Yeah.
I can't say that.
Yes, you do. You know you do.
Everybody wants head. Come on now.
Right, can I give it to you? I'm the best. I'm the best.
You give good head.
I give great head.
I can't.
I give phenomenal head.
No, I don't doubt that, but I'm saying I can't say that. I can't
But
say
you
that.
can find out though.
Huh?
I say you can find out though.
I can find out.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying I can't say that
Let's
in
go.
public.
And you know, he had to ask her if she said that or not, because you know, I'm not even gonna say I know it's Duke Dennis, because I don't understand the rave. I'm never going to understand a rave about a man that has multiple baby mamas, multiple kids, in his 30s, and is a streamer. I'm sorry. I know he has money, but come on now, let's use our brains, you know, let's have some better self-worth. And he's making thirst traps on TikTok with all these kids, like, come on. But anywho, he continues to stream. He pulls her to the side, and in him pulling her to the side, she's saying that don't say anything to embarrass me, after she's repeatedly asked him on live to suck his wiener and that she's really good at it.
Will you go to anybody?
Well, not. It's
Hold on,
not
hear me
just
out. I
anybody.
know
Not just
that. I know
anybody,
that,
though.
man. I know that. Hear me out, though.
Duke, you gotta.
I know, but listen.
Duke,
Just hear me
you're
out, though.
Duke.
But listen,
You're Duke
just
Dennis.
hear me out, though.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
Are
I'm
you,
hearing you.
listen, you hearing me, you ain't listening, bro.
Okay, I'm listening.
Look, never do that again.
You just touched my titty. I hope you know that.
No, I'm sorry. Never
Don't
do
be
it.
sorry.
I know, but never again. Alright? Keep that shit on the...
DL.
Yeah, don't nobody need...
I'm going to split it up into talking about the normalization of groupie culture and why it is extremely becoming normalized now due to the access of social media and the internet, and being able to, you know, get more access to influencers and celebrities. I'm going to be talking about trick and sugar daddy culture and how this ties into it, because if Duke Dennis did not have the money in the audience, I really doubt that girls will be acting like this. And then I'm going to be talking about why these things are a problem, because baby, we just throwing our things around because somebody got some money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got some money. If that's not your job, because one thing we're not about to do on this channel, and one thing Amaya don't do, is shame what people be doing when the doors are closed. But I will question your morals, because what happened, you know, in this scenario, that would make you feel comfortable, not even just in a like, this is not making any sense, this is embarrassing type of way, but what would make you feel comfortable going up to another human being and saying something so volatile and derogatory to them, and that not be considered assault and harassment? Because I also have to acknowledge in this video, had Duke Dennis been Dukiana Dennisina, and he been a woman, and it was a man doing it, even though society normalizes men acting a fool in this type of way, the behavior when you looked at like, you're talking to women like this that you just met.
Okay, whenever you get in the pool, I'm gonna find you.
I bet. I gotta go change and shit first.
Yeah, you gotta get in something up.
I got it. Hey, how you doing?
Like, you're talking about eating her tacos and how good of an eater you are, but that in itself, like that type of conversation has just been so normalized in our generation, where like, if you hear somebody doing that, or if you hear somebody saying that, it's not necessarily a reaction of disgust or like hesitation. People actually find humor in somebody going up to somebody else saying these things, which is why there's been such a popularization of pop the balloon and things like this on the internet, where you can stand in somebody's face and say, you know, you're hot, but I want to eat your wiener, come home with me.
How spontaneous are you?
Very spontaneous.
Makes sense.
Me too.
He sound like a freak.
When I'm with a person and we out and I'm vibing, she vibing, I might be like, you know, take them off under that skirt type thing, you know what I'm saying?
You are very forward.
We're not going to have a conversation. You don't know if he's clean. Same people who hop in these relationships end up on stuff that I watch every day, like a divorce court or Judge Faith saying that they fell in love after 2 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days and moved him into your home, have children, and then are confused as to why their life isn't going the way they want it to go. If you do not know what a groupie is essentially, in the past, it was like a man, like it was specified genderly as like, you know, women, pretty women that would be on the side of men, celebrities, athletes to be exact, and you know, they're there to look pretty and give free stuff, but we also know that they were there to open them legs. Okay, we know how you know, the men are being exposed. Diddy's and Jay-Z's and all of them are allegedly are being exposed for the stuff they were doing behind the scenes. So we know some of the stuff that was happening to these women. Now in 2025, you're starting to see groupie culture it's in the middle, I would say. You know, there are more girls who are just there to be around celebrities and stuff like that, to bring their image up and to get more followers. But you're starting to see a lot more of these celebrities and influencers have groupies that are just people who are other celebrities and influencers, that, you know, influencers low key on the internet that we may all not know, but low key they have like 200,000 followers on the talk or on YouTube. So if you catch me as a Charlie XCX groupie, there you go. There you go. If there's a list, put me on it. This is so important to talk about because it's slowly starting to, you know, invade our everyday lives. Like, people getting on the internet now that we're in a recession saying stuff like, if so and so offered me to pull up at their party, or if so and so invited me to a Diddy party, I will pull up and do whatever for however much amount of money. Or, you know, girls getting on the internet saying they want to be NBA wives and wags and stuff like this, knowing about being cheated on. And there's more reality TV shows of, you know, women getting on talking about how they're NBA wives and wags and celebrity girlfriends and rapper girlfriends, and in all of these relationships they're getting cheated on, they're getting disrespected, and the man isn't doing nothing but handing them a gift, a bag, a pair of shoes, and a wad of money to solve the issues. And I feel like, you know, the more that this slowly tries to slip into our everyday culture, once again, people are getting far out of touch on what it looks like to be in a healthy relationship with somebody. You can be in a healthy relationship with somebody and they have the means to support you. Now, do I think it's smart to be with somebody and you cannot support yourself in any way, shape, or form, to the point where when they cut you off or when they're tired of being with you and they say, "Toodles, get out of my face," and you go, "Oh, I don't have any money"? I don't think that's smart. But I think that if you do have somebody that's doing all that stuff and they are giving you money, you should be saving that money up. Because I honestly think that, now that we're in a recession, I personally have a job. I hate working. I'm going to be so honest. I think I hate working just because I'm working jobs that have nothing to do with my future. I want to go into marketing. I want to go into fashion, and that's not what I'm doing right now. So with that being said, me being Gen Z and me being 20, me being around people my age, everybody else is giving they hate work too, especially because we're in an economy where people are either unemployed because they can't get jobs, because after people are getting out of college and getting their diplomas, the unemployment rate is going higher for my generation for some reason. But even with that, the jobs we're getting is like rinky dinky jobs. Like, babe, I want a big girl job. I want a real job. Give me that big money-ons. I don't need to do 17 years of experiments. I'm telling you, I have 11,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's all you need to know. We're currently in a generation of people who are not in touch with themselves, cannot afford to live, and are slowly being force-fed this porn-filled, freak-filled normalization of toxicity. And it's very scary. It's very scary because if we don't nip this type of stuff in the bud, this current world is a product of the previous generation not nipping so much stuff in the bud. That's why we are where we are now. So if we do not nip these things in the bud for the next generation, because personally my YouTube channel, I want to be, not only is my YouTube channel a means of having nuanced conversations about random things, but it's also going to be a means of, my future generation of kids will be able to watch these videos and see, this is how mommy was thinking at 20, and this is what was going on in society at this time, and these were the issues that we were enduring. You get me? But that was it for this video. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe, follow my other channel, and have a beautiful day.